Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and doing episode number 37 of I Build Your Teams series, where I build my viewers' teams the best teams possible for my team showdown or whatever you might be playing. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it, and let's start off with this first team today, which comes in from Ravens. Got about 150,000 MT. He pulled Giannis though, and he says some of his friends are selling, saying he should sell Giannis. I'm gonna be honest, I agree with his friends, because here's the honest truth about this team. Outside of Giannis, this is not an amazing squad. Wemby is good. LaMelo and Dyson is okay. Dr. J and Brewer with the duo isn't bad. But like you just have a lot of holes in this team. And here's the thing: you sell Giannis, he's going for, I don't know exactly how much, but I don't know. All of a sudden you have 6 million MT, and if you have 6 million MT, you got a lot of flexibility. You can go get Manu Ginobili and run Manu and LaMelo as your point guards. You could go get a Kawhi and run Kawhi and Dr. J as your shooting guards. You can get Dark Matter AK and Dark Matter Beasley and run AK and Beasley as your power as your small forwards. You can pick up, I don't know, power forward X between Jaren Jackson Jr., Hakeem, Embiid, D-Rob, Chet, etc. Pick up one of those guys. Or maybe you run Bargnani and one of those guys at power forwards, and then center you have Wemby and Chet, for example. And you could build that type of a 10-man lineup and still have 4 million MT left over, 3 million MT left over. Like, you're gonna have so much MT flexibility if you do decide to sell. In my opinion, it's worth it. That's what I'll say. I definitely think that it can certainly be worth it to pick up to pick or to sell Giannis, because I just think you can make so many other upgrades if you do. Second today comes in from Meg, says he's going to sell his yacht for about 300 or 100k, and he's going to have about 370k, which gives him, I mean, let's say his point guards are LaMelo and John Wall. Shooting guards are Pippen and probably J-Dub. I can see in that, or honestly probably Pippen, and you don't have a power forward, period. Okay, so LaMelo, John Wall, Pippen, Brandon Ingram. Tatum need another small forward. Tatum and Anton, sorry. Tim Duncan need another power forward, and then Chet could be one of your centers. You need another center and you need a power forward for sure. And honestly, you could probably use a point guard too. But center and power forward, I would get Roy Hibbert and Andrea Bargnani. I'd buy those two cards, and I think you can work with John Wall as your backup point guard right now. I think those would be the biggest upgrades, would be Bargnani and Hibbert, to add them to your center rotation. Then you have Tim, Bargnani, and then Chet, Hibbert as your bigs. Like, that's a pretty solid big man rotation. I don't mind Pippen and Ingram. I certainly don't mind Tatum and Anton. Your point guards could use a little work still with LaMelo and John Wall, but I think you can wait on that for right now. If you want to upgrade that as well, get Manu Ginobili. But if you do that, you're going to spend probably the vast majority of your MT buying all three of those cards. So kind of up to you. Next team today comes in from Owen, says he's got 500,000 T. He's got enough pieces for either Kid or Gasol. Would absolutely get Gasol. You could have, would absolutely get Kid, not Gasol. You can have Kid and Gary running as your two PGs. You can add Dyson Daniels in your last three if you want, or you can sell them. Up to you. You can make the MT from if you'd like. Corey Brewer and B. Roy is not bad, but I do think if you're gonna run them, I don't want Joakim Noah at the 5. I look at this team. You have Dr. J. No, you should be running Dr. J. And then I guess you could choose between Brewer if you really wanted to use the duo, or B. Roy, but you should run Dr. J at your 2 and Giannis at your 3. That's what you should do. Then your small forward, your shooting guards can be, let's say, Dr. J and Brewer, and then your small forwards are Giannis and Hansbrough, which is pretty darn solid at that point. And then you have Noah as your backup 4. Somebody as your backup. Honestly, Noah as your backup 4. Chet as your starting 5. Bargnani as your starting pivot. Starting 4 is Bargnani. Backup 4 is Noah. Starting center is Pink Diamond Wemby. Backup center is Galaxy Opal, Tyler Hansbrough. Or not to Galaxy Opal, Roy Hibbert, I'm sorry. And then you can have Rudy Gobert in your last 3 as well if you want another center option. But for me, that's the way I would align this lineup, and hopefully that makes sense and is helpful as well. Next squad's from Ayush. He's got about 1.8 mil. Not a bad looking team. Says every card that's sellable is badged out with 5+ legends. I feel like LaMelo could be upgraded. B-Roy and Brewer with the duo again. Tim Thomas, Michael Beasley, Jaren, Eddie, and Wemby. Number 1, I don't mind mind, Jerem, but at this point, I think again, you could use the MT to get a Bargnani, and then you could use some more MT to either get a Roy Hibbert, or if you want to spend more MT, go get like a Chet Holmgren. I would add those two big men. I just don't think you're going to regret it at all as upgrades over Eddie and Jaren. Outside of that, I don't think this team needs changes. You could upgrade Beasley to an AK, upgrade Beasley to his Dark Matter, and start him and bring Tim Thomas off the bench. Like, you have the flexibility to do some more things if you want to, and I would definitely consider that as well. You are only level 9. I don't know if you're going to be able to get to level 40 at that pace by any means, but if you want to try to get to level 40, certainly would help as well, because if you could get Tim Duncan in here as well, that'd be huge, and then you could maybe have Tim and Bargnani as your power forwards with Wemby and Chet at centers. I think that'd be really nice too. But good looking squad, just with a couple changes, could become a great looking squad in my opinion. Jens is selling Dark Matter Bees for King of the Court, so he's going to have a 1 mil at the least. I mean, you're going to have more than 1 mil because you already have 900k, assuming you already have them, I think. But you have Josh Smith and Beasley, Lonzo and Kidd. I'm surprised you're benching Kidd. I'd start Kidd and bench Lonzo personally. Dr. J and Kawhi, same story there. I'd start Kawhi. I would just flip J Kidd, Kawhi, and Lonzo and Dr. J in this lineup, but I like those guards. I just would flip the order in which who's starting and who's off the bench. Josh Smith and Beasley is totally good, although I will say I would sell Josh Smith and buy AK. I just think AK is a better shot creating Josh Smith. He's not quite the slasher Josh Smith is, but he's got a better catch and shoot jump shot in my opinion in terms of consistency. He's a better defender, and he does more shot creation as well. So for me, I would get AK instead of Josh Smith. Don't mind Beasley off the bench at all, especially with Lonzo and Dr. J. Tim Duncan and Bargnani is awesome, and then D-Rob and Akeem is also very, very solid. And you have Hibbert in your last 3 as well, which I like a lot. To be totally honest, the only upgrade that I'd make is that swap from Andre Karolinko to Josh Smith. This is a really nice team all the way around. I just think you got to reorganize it just a little bit. But I like the way this team looks a ton. And again, if you wanted to upgrade Beasley instead of Josh Smith, if you could also do that, you could get AK and just run AK and Josh Smith, or even like AK and Tim Thomas, something along those lines. Kind of up to you what you want to do with this squad. And then the final team today comes in from Dante. He's got about 1 million MT. Says he knows he needs new point guards, but Austin's release is so good. We'll keep running Austin then. But I would replace John Wall. Not Manu. Manu and Reeves can be your point guards. Kawhi and Brewer is good. Tatum and LeBron. I don't love Tatum, but Bron's fine. Tim and Joakim, and then Kareem and Moses. Need a center. Need a small forward, in my opinion. You got 1 million MT. You add Manu, you're gonna have 900k or a little less, but you still got the opportunity to get 2 cards there pretty easily. I mean, you could add Hibbert. You could add honestly, Bargnani at the back at 5 would be totally fine. Just run Bargnani and you got a shooter off the bench. And then move Braun to your bench and add one of the Dark Matter small forwards again. In my opinion, it's AK, but again, you could go Tim Thomas, could go Josh Smith, could go Beasley, depending on how much you want to spend, depending on the model of player that you want. But again, those are the upgrades I would make for that team as well. And yeah, that is the final team in today's video. Hopefully was able to help some of y'all out with this episode. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.